Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Tutorial Friday. Today we're gonna see if it's possible to start with tourism. Right, so we have all of the things that we need over here. It's paused at the moment. I have started a simple town like usually we do. This town consists of a standard setup of two blocks of 4 buildings. They're all vanilla. Everything we're gonna use on this map is currently in this tutorial is vanilla. This is extremely standard setup that I usually use, so everybody who watches the videos should be quite familiar with this. We have a heating plant, which is going to be necessary for heating. This is the hardest difficulty, of course, as always. We have 2 kindergartens, 2 playgrounds, we have 8 apartment buildings. They're all filled in with people by default, so we use the automatic filler here, get citizens. They're usually around 125 per building. They actually are 25 per building. And we have a city council, cinema, hospital, like I said, 2 kindergartens, 1 school, 1 fire department. I mixed vehicles a little bit. I don't think it makes a big difference, but just so we have diversity there. We have university, of course. We always start with university. We're gonna put it on a minimal amount of workers. I will increase number of hospital workers because this is going to be really important. Our tourists are going to require that. Okay, what else didn't I tell you? I told you this is a default map, of course. I'm gonna check we are starting in this corner because we have actually 4 border crossings here. Dollar border crossings are not that important. We're gonna have 2 of them. We can review the income coming from them, but it's not important. If you have, the most important thing is that you have 2 Soviet border crossings, because we're gonna need as many tourists as possible. And trust me, we're gonna have so many tourists. I tried this, I tested this a little bit, but I'm gonna tell you that I was shocked by what I found out. We're gonna do this together. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do these things. At the moment, I'm just gonna put normal muddy roads connected to all of our border crossings. It can be whatever you wish. It can be a little bit wonky. It can be a little bit nice. You can put it as you wish, but my suggestion is to put it as short as possible distances, so the buses can deliver people as soon as possible. Okay, so simple town, leading this review. So let's start. I will start by fixing a couple of things I still didn't fix here. So that will be this kind of pathway here and connected to the kindergartens. We will be adding 2 more kindergartens straight away. Possibly by the end of the video we're gonna need additional kindergartens, but I'm gonna start with 2 more straight away. It's gonna be we're gonna have a little bit of an issue. I always had issue with this in the way that we're gonna need more workers. Workers are gonna be scarce, and we're gonna have to just work around that. So I'm gonna put 2 kindergartens right next to here and here. We're gonna need additional electricity connections because this is gonna grow our town, the things that we're gonna do right now. Okay, so let me just plonk in a couple of roads here and there just so we have some kind of infrastructure around here, and I think this should be more or less it. We have yeah, this kindergarten, for example, I built it here just so you can kind of service this area over here, but I'm not sure if this is going to be. It should be fine. So this kindergarten over here is built for this neighborhood, and of course we have 2 kindergartens all the way here. Hopefully they want to understand that it's for them here, but it doesn't really matter. As long as we have as many workers as possible, that's the most important thing. Cinema. I tried to lower the amount of workers, but I think we're gonna need all of them because tourists like culture crap. So definitely that's gonna be needed. This is extremely not needed, but I'm still gonna do it. Okay, so you have to pay attention to a couple of things now. I'm gonna go straight to the point. I'm gonna build 2 of each hotels, just to monitor things, just to see things, how they work, and I found out some stuff that you're gonna be really interested in. But first of all, I'm gonna start with with couple of big hotels right next to each other. That's perfectly fine. Be mindful that they need to be in walking range of your bus stop. That's one of the things that needs to be you need to watch out for. Second thing, they need to be in walking distance of a doctor, because yes, health tourism, dental tourism, however you want to call it, it's a thing in this game, so they will visit doctor a lot. That's something I didn't really know, or honestly, I didn't really pay attention to that, but yeah, that's definitely a thing. Okay, I'm gonna start with these hotels, the long ones here, just because I know that they're gonna require access from front side, and electricity connection is not really important because I'm gonna have to get new substations over here. Okay, that's now done, and a couple of other things. When you build amenities for them, which we're gonna do right now, well, like attractions and stuff, you need to be mindful in our setup here that they have to be connected to your population, because your people are gonna be servicing, well, your tourists in this case. Okay, so I'm gonna plonk a couple of hotels, small hotels here. So we have 6 hotels, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna be in both walking distance to our bus stop and doctor. Right, and of course cinema is centrally located, looks like it's gonna be fine. We will be building a kind of limited infrastructure for them. I'm not gonna build every single building for them. I will build only the things that I think that they need. I'm not 100% sure if this is the best thing we can do. My testing at least showed that yeah, that's definitely the best thing that we can do. Right, let's start with these pathways over here. Of course, we're gonna need a whole crap load of those as well. So I'm gonna start with pathways, and everything needs to be connected to, well, everything else. People have to come to work. These hotels need to be connected to bus stops and doctor's offices and stuff, and usually I just like to connect everything to everything. In this case, it doesn't cost that much money to connect it, and well, I don't know if I should make a spoiler alert, but I don't think money will be an issue in the future with tourism. Okay, so this is kind of basic infrastructure with our hotels. I will stop now because we need to build a couple of other stuff for them, and we're gonna need to connect that as well. Okay, so if we scroll through here, you can see here in attraction type, second to last line there, so it's pools and beaches. For example, we can try to build a beach somewhere on a lake or something like that, but currently this town that we built is not on a, well, lake or a river, so I'm gonna go for indoor pool only. Concerning this, I'm not really sure that it's really necessary for it to be, well, as long as it's connected to everything else, it should be fine. Bear in mind that this model, not mod, this is a model, this is the vanilla pool, has this pathway in front of it next to the road, right next to the road, and I think it can be a little bit wonky connecting it if you angle your road badly. It's not really easy to connect it, but you know, this one here, so it kind of, you see, you can't really connect it to the road here, so it's kind of too close to. Anyway, it's not a big deal, just something that, you know, might help in the future. Right, so this is one of the things we're gonna need. Let's go first. We have pool and beaches, then we have galleries. We have only one gallery, but we have galleries. We have carousel. This is carousel. We will have this type. I will build closed indoors attractions because I know that some of them don't work in winter. Now, I will not test this in winter. We're gonna go for 6 months during the spring and summer and autumn. It's up to you how you want to take it, but usually I do tests 5 to 6 months, and we review the financial situation after that. But anyway, let's real quickly go because this is gonna take a while. Okay, so we have galleries is the next thing, so let's go for galleries. We have carousels, we have museums. We're gonna go for affordable. We have pubs. I'm gonna go for these kind of cafe bars from tourist section. I'm gonna go for enclosed one again, and we're gonna go for one restaurant. I think we only have one restaurant over here, so we're gonna go for the only one, the panorama one. We will place it somewhere else. But anyway, we're gonna go for this one as well. So let's go back to the basics. And did I miss anything? Carousels, side towers. Yes, side towers. We're gonna go and plonk one of those, and I'm pretty sure I want it over here, and I'm pretty sure that this should be fine. I'm hoping that it's gonna be fine. It's a straight line here, and let me see, 300 meters away. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit iffy, but I think when we connect this properly, it's gonna be fine. Right, so we have a side tower already placed, museums. Let's go, and of course zoo. Oh, sorry, this is the zoo. Okay, we're gonna go for zoo right over here. That's gonna be connected well. And let's go from the basics. So we have galleries. There's only one of them. So, like I said, they need to be connected to our population center, and they need to be connected to our tourist centers. So this is perfect location. We're gonna go for autodrome. Now this one can fit practically anywhere. Usually I put it behind the gallery or something just for fun, but we can plonk it over here. Continuing on, we're gonna have a bar, museums. Did we put a museum? We did not put a museum yet. We're gonna skip this one. This one is our expensive National Uprising Museum. We're gonna go for a bar first. This is more expensive bar, but I'm not really sure if this one works during the winter because it's kind of open, and this one is closed. So I'm gonna go for this closed one, enclosed one. So I think this would be perfectly fine. When we connect it here, it should be connected to everything else. And of course we need the museum. Now we have this Museum of the Republic. I think that would be one of the more affordable ones. Right, theater, I think we're gonna skip that. I don't think we need that. Side tower we already built. And of course we have zoo. So we're gonna go for this Museum of the Republic. We're gonna plonk it, why the hell not, over here. Okay, so we're gonna connect all of this to the rest of the infrastructure, network, or whatever you wanna call it. So we're gonna go something like this. And my biggest worry here is, will this side tower be connected to hotels all the way in the back? I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna do my best to connect it as best as I can. So let's just continue connecting the hell out of this place, and we can already see this. We have the last hotel over here. I think it's 340 meters to the side tower, so, and 370 over here. It looks like everything is gonna work perfectly fine. Okay, let me continue constructing this. Let's see if there's anything else we can do. Not really. I don't see anything happening over here. That's all fine. Right, town hall, not really important for tourist attractions. Probably in this setup I could have plonked it somewhere else, but hey ho, it is how it is. So let me just connect that to everything, and of course the important part is this hospital here. I forgot to check if the hospital is connected to every hotel we have. Of course it's not to one of them, but now it is because we connected it on this side. So you can see 2 hotels over here, 2 hotels over here, and 2 hotels over here. If we put the walking distance, it's connected. That's perfect. Okay, pool, zoo. So do we have indoor pool? Where did I plonk that one? Indoor pool would be this one, yes. Cinema, we have it. Museum would be, this is gallery and museum right next to each other. And we have a restaurant that would be, no, this is a side tower. If I was a restaurant, where would I be? I would be nowhere because we forgot about the restaurant. Okay, let them finish this, and I'm gonna plonk a restaurant somewhere. So that would be this one, right? Okay. If I forgot about it, I do apologize. I will plonk it over here. I'm pretty sure that this is gonna be well connected as well. I'm pausing this just because we want to have clean finances over here. And the second thing why I'm pausing this is I need electricity over here. We will have a little bit of an issue with heating, because it's this heating plant probably would be running on limits even during the winter, that is. Not during the summer. It should be fine, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna have issues with your population and the workers. Yes, we're gonna have to manage this in first couple of days. We're gonna have to manage. Let's see if we have everything covered over here. You know what? I think I'm gonna plonk it in the middle here, just so we can have only one, so we don't have to build multiple electricity hoses or cables. I will do something like this. Let me just see if this can be better connected. Right. Well, we can connect it here and here. That's fine. And this one here. Just see. I just want to see if we can connect it anywhere. So you know we have better access. So where are you? Okay, Scooby-Doo, where are you? Okay, let's go one more time. We're gonna go over here and let's zigzag through town over here. Financially, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic, and I did some testing, and the testing is, as previously mentioned, optimistic. Right. One other thing. Yes, I forgot one other thing, and this is kind of important, and I forgot this all the time. They're gonna need sports, and I don't. Pool doesn't classify as a sport here. Huh. Go figure. Pool doesn't classify as a sport, so again, we can put this outdoors sports pitch. I'm not really sure. Is this well connected to our population? Yes, looks like it is. Okay, I will have to do... Okay, again, pausing. That's about it. 15 minutes into this episode, or even a little bit more, plus intro. I'm gonna have to tell you what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna set up bus routes to all these border crossings right there in all four. 2 buses each. We're gonna go for Škodas here, and I'm gonna do jump cut on this one. 8 Škodas. And I think we're set to go. I'm gonna jump cut now until I set them up to every border crossing, and just because I don't want to make this episode longer than it needs to be. See you in, well, moment. Okay, short update. I'm gonna put this to the maximum speed. I will update you if anything happens badly. We set up 4 lines. I didn't name them. They are going to each of their border crossings, and we are using a cheat mod, only line spacing. That's CHE. If you press on your keyboard, you will get these additional options, and I only use line spacing. I don't cheat on money and that kind of stuff, so fear not. Right, so that's about it. I'm gonna speed up until end of the March, and I will join you back in a second just to see if everything is functioning fine. I will update you if something is not working as it should. Right, 29th of March, we're closing in to where we're supposed to be. We're getting tourists. We're getting tourists left and right. We're getting a lot of tourists. You can see already for hotels here. 7, we have 3 over here, 2, 3, 7, and 2. Yes, we're already getting money. We're already getting paid. This is the 2 numbers we're going to be watching mostly. I will see altogether profits because I don't want to meddle too much into the economy. If I do, I will notice. I will tell you that. What I did, I actually bought all the maximum ambulance cars because I noticed that sometimes they are actually like needed, so I will do that. Also, I will kind of try to balance the amount of people working in any building, because with this setup you will have issues with your heating plant. There's no people going there because you don't have any extra workers. They're all working in hotels and whatnot. So for example, I will do these initially, like lower it to, like, say 30 out of 45, so that would be a 66% capacity. But as your population grows, that's not gonna be an issue anymore. We have perfect setup over here. I think everything should be working fine. They will complain about religion, but there's nothing we can do about it. Absolutely nothing. This is vanilla map. We don't have any cities. This is all empty. We only have our town here and promotion of communism. I don't know what else we can do around here. Yeah, all jokes aside, yeah, this should be working okay. I will catch up with you in 5 to 6 months. If I change anything, I will tell you. Now, heads up straight away, my opinion is where the upgrades, what you should upgrade. You should upgrade the roads. The roads leading to the border crossings, especially the ones going to the Soviet border, you should upgrade them as soon as possible. Asphalt or gravel, it's up to you, but this will just get the tourists faster to your city, to your republic, so you're gonna be earning a little bit more money. Yeah. I will think about it. I will do it without roads. I will do it without roads so you can see what you can earn, but trust me, you can earn more with roads. And you can see that we're getting workers in a heating plant now. We need to get this up and running because it's still spring and can get a little bit cold. Right, that's about it. See you in a few months or until something happens. Right, small update. Let's just check this. Right, small update is that hotels are full, more or less full, all of them. We are missing a little bit of labor. We have additional 5 people we can employ here, but I'm worried that our heating plant is not gonna work. I think it's gonna be fine. Yes, hotels are full. Border crossings are, I would say even that is full because we can't transport all the people. We lack obviously hotels and where to put them, but I will continue be running this. Financially, we're doing extremely well, unrealistically well. Well, I don't know if it's unrealistically well, but we're doing really, really well. Right, that's an update. I think I spent a little bit of dollars to build this road here, but nothing spectacular. Okay, let's continue on for a couple of more months and see how everything's gonna turn out to be. Okay, right, I had enough. We're not gonna finish this episode. We're not gonna finish it as we wanted. I have enough data to make my decision. It's absolutely insane. The amount of money you're getting from the tourists is high. High. Quite high. 1960, 24th of July. Let's check what's happening here. Why am I saying what I'm saying? First of all, this setup of these viewpoint, pool, zoo, this kind of stuff, this works perfectly fine. Pool is absolute hit. It has the most tourists, the most people come and visit that rather than anything else. A restaurant, of course, that's the second, well, actually probably a little bit more when you take into account that we don't have enough workers. We are next to zero unemployment rate. I had to spend a little bit of dollars, heads up on that. I built 2 more kindergartens. That's about it, because we had so many unemployed people, but minding their own kids, that we had to do it. So that will be spiraling down where people will be minding kids and not working in the industries that we need. But the industries that we need are not functioning. I mean that in a positive way. We have so many tourists, we have so many people coming in that they're actually queuing up in front of the hotels. We need more workers, we need to import more workers or start with a little bit more workers than we have. Hotels, more hotels and more workers. Amenities, this stuff, one per, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of tourists would be perfectly fine. You can see here that we're getting local visitors as well. For example, we have these guys waiting for attractions. Yes, so these pools kind of count as an attraction as well, and this is a new need, of course, that our people have as well as tourists. So this pool, I think, is absolute hit because I know that it can work day and night, and beach, I'm not really sure if it can work during the winter. Probably not, I would assume, because some of the attractions don't work. Well, okay, so what are we talking about here? First of all, I'm not gonna place it at number 1, even though absolutely deserves it. The money we're getting currently from the tourism, 100,000 pure money. Dollar-wise, you can see that we've spent something this month. You can see that we spent, no, this is this year, sorry about that. This month we spend on these kindergartens that I expanded at the moment, but this is through the roof. I mean, like, if I populated these apartments with a little bit more people, they're gonna start working in these hotels and house even more tourists, and that would increase the money. I wouldn't say exponentially, but with these hotels, if we get a little bit more people, workers, we would be able to house a little bit more workers. I would put a couple of 1 or 2 more playgrounds around here, well, everywhere. You can see that our tourists are crazy about the sports, and yeah, that's definitely a thing. With mods, you have gyms, gymnasiums and stuff that work all year round. Without mods, I don't think there's anything that we have covered for the winter time for the sports. Expenses, living expenses of our people and importing food for the tourists. That's about it. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember the numbers, but I'm pretty sure that we have an increase in consuming of the foods and alcohol as well, which we have now. But you can see that the alcohol consumption last month for the whole month is not that high. I mean, like only less than 1,000 rubles. It's not even worth to have a truck bringing that in. While food, any meat would be the second, and of course you have electronics and clothes there. Electricity, coal for heating. Again, coal for heating during the summer and spring, it's not that high. Definitely that would be a little bit higher. Plus, heads up, I'm gonna tell you this straight away. This heating plant, you're gonna have to have more of these heat exchangers, and given taking that into account, it might not be enough. It might be just enough to heat this area. I don't think it would be. You should build a bigger heating plant. Now 400,000. I earned this money a couple of times. I tested this, and let's do it now. This is the amount of money we have: $100,000 and $100,000 and 400,000 rubles. So what would I do here now? Well, connect our border crossings better. Connect better. Like, for example, we already the Americans already paid off for their border crossing connection, and we can do the same over here. We can just connect everything with asphalt, and this is gonna bring tourists a little bit faster. But as you know, the tourists are not a problem. The problem is our own infrastructure in the way, well, not infrastructure, the amount of workers we have. This is the bottleneck right now. We can easily build all the asphalt connections to every single country we have, and probably be on a good way of improving our own road system within our towns. So this would be probably the next step I would do. But heads up, we need more people. We need population. We need workers to house, to work with these tourists, and well, take their money away. So this would be probably my next step in this case, to build this infrastructure towards the borders. So our buses that are Škoda buses with a really good capacity, 40 people, 40 tourists, they would be working much better, much faster between the border crossings, and would get those tourists. You can see that for example, this bus just left the border crossing, and there are still 30 tourists left there. With this speeding up of the import of tourists, would definitely it's a positive thing. So this would definitely speed up all the traffic, well, influx of tourists. But like I said, the bottleneck is not tourists. Bottleneck is our workers working in the hotels. You can see that our hotels are understaffed to about 50% or so, just over 50%. Restaurants, 10 out of 25, and there's people queuing in front of them. Workers. This is the most important thing now. If we continue with this wouldn't be an issue. If we continue with in the same way that we are doing right now, I'm just gonna pause here. We have a population boom, as you always do in the beginning. We have huge amount of workers coming. In about a year's time, we will more than double, probably more than double of our current population. So educational system as well, probably you can increase that, because you can expect these kids to get out of kindergarten, start going to schools, and then universities. Yeah, workers. This is what we need. We need more workers. You can always expand on the buildings and get more people to work here. Be careful that they have everything connected, their amenities, kindergartens, shopping, all that stuff. You know what they need. Right, this is just through the roof. The finances are just exploding. They're just through the roof. We can see 100,000, 114,000 would be for month of June. We can go and just check May, but I can tell you that it's exactly double, not exactly, but double that. 100 instead of 114, 107,000 plus 92,000. These are pure months. We didn't do anything except let workers work and work with tourists, and that's it. 31,000 from $31,000. So I would say that we would have more or less same amount of tourists coming from NATO countries and as Soviet countries. This is amazing. This would be definitely number one if my view of this game is not that you actually should build some industries. And in real life, I think you should start with industries. For me, this is number 3, just after oil and coal. Sorry, coal and oil. Oil for money, coal for oil for money and the future development of your economy, and coal for immediate development of your economy, for electricity production, heating, all that stuff. So I would keep those industries as number 1 and 2, but this is definitely number 3 if you need money. Right. I don't know what to say. Everything is working, everything is functioning, money is flowing, tourism, go for it, guys. My suggestion, 2 Soviet border crossings, because those rubles need to keep flowing in, and one NATO crossing is good because of those harvesters, maybe buses or something that you want to buy from them, maybe finish some construction. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, for me it was an eye-opener. Tourism is really good. I think they even tweaked it already, so it's still really good. If you offer your tourists everything that they want, they will spend their dollars and rubles in your country, so congratulations, you made it. Guys, thank you for everything. If you want to support the channel, you have in the description of the video how you can do that. If you liked it, like the video, subscribe if you didn't, and Happy New Year! See you in the next one. Bye bye.